Hello, precious friends. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Brenda Campbell. I'm an artist and a certified Zentangle teacher. If you're already a friend, thanks for returning. I'll be your guide through the 8 steps of the Magical Zentangle Method of drawing. This is a practice, one that allows us to slow ourselves down and be in this moment. A practice where we focus on one stroke at a time. It also provides other benefits, way too many to list here, but I will tell you this is a practice that can change your life. And I say it because it has changed mine. That's why I say it's magical. I hope you'll include a little Zentangle in your routine, and I'd be honored to be part of your journey. I am participating in the Inktober challenge this year, and today is day 16. I posted a short video where I talked about its origins, tell you who Jake Parker is, and how it became an annual Zentangle challenge. My approach is a little different because I am combining 2 Inktober lists. So grab a cup of your favorite beverage, find a comfy spot, and relax as we draw our 16th Inktober tile. So today I am going to be drawing on a black 3Z Zentangle tile. This is a triangle shaped tile. It measures about 3.5 inches on each side, or about 8.89 centimeters. I'm going to be using a Sakura Jelly Roll 08 pen today. 08 is pretty much their average, if you will, size, although they have a lot more thinner and thicker ones these days. I'm going to use a white chalk pencil for some highlights because we don't have any graphite. It's just a different way to add contrast on a black tile. And I have a tortillon to blend out the white chalk. So let's go ahead and clear our space as we get ready to begin with step 1, gratitude and appreciation. In step 1, we're just going to take a few deep breaths to help us get settled into this moment, beginning with one big breath in and a slow breath out. And one more big breath in. And another breath out. And now just let your breath fall into a natural breathing rhythm. And just pay attention to it. Notice it as you breathe in and out. Now take a moment and think of something that makes you happy. And once you have it, pay attention to how you feel. How does happiness feel? I'll bet it feels like something to be grateful for. So sit here for just a moment with your gratitude. And as we draw today, I want you to remember this feeling. And if you reach a point where you just feel stuck, or maybe your line is not going where you want it to, just stop yourself. Take a deep breath in and a slow breath out. And remember this feeling. And then you'll be ready to go back to drawing. And that is all there is to step 1, gratitude and appreciation. Now step 2 are corner dots, and I am going to use my white chalk pencil to put a dot in each corner. Step 3 is a border, and we simply connect the dots to create our border. Step 4 is a string, and I am going to do a string that kind of looks like, it kind of looks like a rounded up triangle inside our string line, our border. And then the bottom is just a little curvy. Then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to add 2 ovals to the top. Okay, so I'm done with my pencil and I'm done with step 4. And this is kind of a Zentangle inspired art string for our pattern today, which is Tripoli by Zentangle. And our theme today from Jake's list is Blunder. Okay, how do I go from Blunder to this? Well, in a previous video, maybe a couple of them, I have mentioned that sometimes I'm not sure what to do. So I'll go ahead and I'll get out the dictionary and I'll take a look at the meaning of the word. And when I looked up blunder, I was quite surprised to find that the list included all kinds of words. In general, a blunder is just a mistake, an oops, something unplanned. I am going to look at blunder today as one of my favorite words that came up on the list, and that is boo-boo. Now, it is October after all, and October means Halloween for me, hopefully for some of you as well. So we're just going to make a little Tripoli ghost for our boo-boo theme or blunder theme. So I'm going to go back to my white 08 pen. I'm going to get my little piece of black paper to test it, just to make sure. Okay, works pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw Tripoli, which is a Zentangle deconstructed pattern. And I am going to fill in my string with that pattern. Now Tripoli is simply triangle, that meets up with another triangle. And what I mean by that is there is our first triangle. So now I'm going to draw a line that auras that first one. And you can do this on any of the sides. And there's another triangle. And then you just continue building from there. And making triangle after triangle. Now, so far, I have been drawing all of these triangles pretty much the same size and even the same shape. But they don't have to be that uniform. And so when I get to the edges, I'm going to have to change the shape, I think. I'm going to start here with this one. And I took this one a little farther down there. But that's okay. Let's see. Making some really tiny ones up here, but that's okay. Okay, so I think I have all the shapes I need. Let me see, maybe I can squeeze another one in here. Okay. Maybe one more up here. And let's put one in here. Just a little. Okay. Now, there is my basic pattern, Tripoli. The fun thing about Tripoli is that you can use this shape as a fragment to put, as a reticula to put a fragment in. And a fragment is simply a little pattern that you would put in each one of the triangles. In this case, it could be any shape, but today we're using Tripoli, so we have triangles. And I have one of my favorite super basic ones is a simple dot in the center of each one. So I'm going to put my dots in. Okay. And then on the larger ones where I have more room, I am going to draw a line from the corner to the dot. Some of these tiny ones, it's hard to put a line in there. They're so small. So I just did the best I could. Okay, so that is a little pattern inside each one of my triangles. And now I am going to do something else that I kind of like to do sometimes with Tripoli, and that is to make a connection between each one of these triangles. I'm just going to draw a little line. And they don't have to all connect to each other, just one that's next to it. This one connects on 3 sides. Some of them only connect on 1, some connect on 2. That is up to you. Some of these connecting lines are a little wider than others. But there's no wrong or right way to do it, so it's all good. Okay, I think they all connect. Okay, so I'm going to put my white pen away for now, and I'm going back to my white chalk for step 6, which is the shading. And I am going to begin by just kind of reinforcing my line I drew as a string, the outside of my little ghosty shape for my prompt of boo-boo, which is another way to say blunder. It's a boo-boo. So I'm just going around the perimeter of the shape. And then I'm going to get my tortillon out. And now I'm just going to blend that lightly inward. always, not always, but shading or adding contrast around the perimeter of your string shape is always an option as a way to shade any tangle. And it's usually the simplest option. So sometimes if I have a detailed or a delicate pattern, I might want to just do a very simple shading treatment to it. It's kind of what I'm doing here. Okay, now we still have these eyes to contend with. So I am going to go around the outside of these eye shapes, leaving the inside black. And then I'm going to get my white jelly roll pen back out. And I am going to outline my eye. And I'm just filling them in with solid white. Okay. I think that is all we need for our little Tripoli blunder or boo-boo. So we're done with step 6. We're moving on to step 7. I am one more time getting out my white jelly roll pen, and I'm going to put my chop or my initials on the front. Step 7 is initial and sign. So I'm just going to put my little chop over here. And then I'll let it dry for just a second or two. Flip it over. I will sign it and date it off camera. And then my note is that this is for day 16 of Inktober 2025. And I'll give it hopefully a little shake and air dry. And then flip it back over. Put my pen away. Step 8 is simply to appreciate again. So appreciate this time that you took for yourself. Appreciate the fun little drawing that we have. I always appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you for watching. And until next time, be you and be happy.